So I'm at Willowstone to check on my showcases, and I got lucky. It's Friday before 5 o'clock, and they're getting ready to have an auction tomorrow, and it's preview time. We're going to go in and take a peek. Okay, so like I said, this is the preview for their auction tomorrow. I'm at the Gorman Auction House, which is inside Willowstone, where I have my showcases. So let's see what they're going to have. Looks like some jadeite. I'm not good at my jadeite, you guys, to know. Oh boy, look at that. I don't think I've seen one of those. Probably Longenberger baskets, I'm guessing. Bradford basket, it says. Wait a minute, let's go this way. There's some Thomas ornaments. I think I've talked about that just recently when I found one and wondered if it would be one of the rare ones. Singly, they're worth a little bit of money, but there are some rare ones that are worth more. And I was talking about how when you find a set in the crate, you know, that can be worth a little more. $40, $50 the last time I checked anyways, okay? So, cute little lamp. We've got some beer stuff, some artwork. Mikasa. Let's see what this is. Franconia Hawthorne China. We're just looking together. Love that. And then some interesting artwork. I don't see anything interesting to come up on. Oh, yes, I do. Hang on. You guys, look at this. Okay. There's my finger. That's huge. That is just a bunch of mushrooms. Oh my gosh. I can't read that. W. Ellicott or Honeycutt. And that's nice too. Look at these with the griffins on them. It's a whole set. Wow. That's really nice too. Okay, let's go down this aisle. And then we'll come back because I see a bunch of jewelry. Well, if you've never been to this type of auction, this is kind of what it looks like. You can also see a lot of pictures online. Oh, look at all those hat pins. Okay, they were letting a little grandson practice, if you hear that in the background. So there's some hat pins. Okay, we have to stop. Okay, it looks like a bunch of furniture. And some Tiffany type lamps. Hang on, let's go look at this one. This one right here. So this is a whole row of tables. This, she just said, is one lady's collection. That's like 3, 6, or 8 foot tables. Handmade pottery in Poland. Wow. That's a lot, you guys. Wait a minute, let me get to the end and then show again. Okay, look at that. That's a lot. Wow. Okay. Some more lamps. And I love these. These griffin. They're not really gargoyles. Those are griffins, right? There's 2 of them. Candle holders. And we've got some trays of jewelry. I know it's hard for you guys to see. It looks slightly vintagey. Slightly. Wow. Wow. Look at that, you guys. Imperial stone. That's like about a 18-inch diameter. I don't know if you can see this through the glass glare, but there's one of those jade glass bonsai type trees. That size there is probably $60-$80 resale value. I want to come look at the other jewelry. Lots of jewelry. Nice. Kind of vintagey vintage. I don't think I see anything antique, but there's some interesting pieces in there for sure. So, some more lamps. Different sizes and shapes. Sorry, I can't tell you anything about these just by looking. I'm not that knowledgeable in that kind of stuff. There's some Dyson fans. Those are expensive, just so you know. I have a tall one my husband bought me because they're quiet, and it was like $200, and that was a few years ago. So here's some miscellaneous stuff. Looks like some moon and stars. That's cute. Coca-Cola stuff. Red glass by different people. So, you know, this is the kind of stuff I find pretty easy in the thrift stores. So I'm curious to know, like, you know, how much does a tray go for? Oh, there's a pretty little Delph piece. See that back there? That's pretty. Yeah.
Female minks are lighter also. I learned that.
Some glassware. Okay, a bunch of Christmas stuff. And just a whole lot of furniture, y'all. From modern to vintage to possibly antique, right? This would be antique at this point. These, I'm pretty sure. I'm not good at my antiques, so you know. And then these people are looking at a rack full of furs. Oh my goodness. They're just trying them on and talking about them. Okay, let's go check on my showcases. Hi you guys, it's Yvonne. I just finished checking on my showcases, adding more stuff. So before they close, I've got about 2 hours. I'm just gonna breeze through and do a little shopping. So I actually bought something from this booth, but I went over there to use the mirror. I thought you guys might get a kick out of this. This is only $7.99. It's so close. Like, I almost want to buy it. There's just something about the top part. I don't know. It's like 90% there for me. And it's only $8. Oh, darn it. I might still do it. I don't know. There's just... If this was just a little bit more shaped different, I don't know. There's just something in my brain that's like, it's close, but not quite there. And this is only $5.99. I'm trying to remember or figure out whose this is. I feel like that's a pretty good deal for $5.99. There's not a sale in this booth. Look at those colors. Wow. Right? And a jewelry bag I did go through, but I didn't see enough for $10. But I did pick something out. This. So this is only $12.99. It's just the base. But I have, you know, the light to put in it, the clamp light to put in it. I showed you guys one just like this yesterday in different colors that I bought at the thrift store, but only $4.99. But still, I think $12.99. I think I can probably put that light in it that I also got at the thrift store for like $2. Yeah, $12.99. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. There's no issues with it besides the light's missing. So I'm gonna get this one. It's kind of a unique one, right? And that'll probably be at least $40-$50 for next year. So that'll be 6 of them that I have for next year. Okay, I'm gonna move on. This booth, he always puts in a lot of costume jewelry, but every once in a while you can find something really cool. So, and oh, isn't this You guys, isn't this a king's crown? Doesn't that go with that king's crown glass, set and stuff? I've never seen the vase, but that right there, I'm pretty sure. I think I might. It's a mold piece, but it's pretty for only $5. I think I might look that up. Let's see. He's got some good prices on some things. Polish pottery, 15. Let's see what this is about. That's a brand I haven't heard of before. Okay, so I just learned something. This is marked down to $7.50. I can sell those little cloisonne trinket boxes pretty easy. There's a hair receiver. Didn't know what those were until about a year and a half ago. See, this one's $1.50. Looks like lead crystal. Let's see if it's signed. I don't see anything. Vintage glasses. See if there's anything over here. $20. Some vintage perfumes. Oh, look at that ring. Hold on. Look at that ring. That owl ring for $12.50. I'm sure that's new, but that is so cute. It's too big to be practical, sets up too high, but oh, that's so fun. That's cute too, that swan. Look at that. With the blinged out face and neck. Back this back out for you guys. Some fancy Waterford, it looks like. Why do I have to have that ring? It's not practical. Oh, look down here. $27.50 and $22.50 for those cloisonne blinged metallic or metal figurines. Okay, I think that's all. Let's go look some more. Well, here's an interesting set. I've never got to handle one up close with the cut glass handles. They've always been in showcases. Let me find a dark surface. Yeah, that's pretty, huh? The brush in the mirror, $59.99. That's kind of pretty. Molded. Okay, I don't see anything here since there's not a sale. I'm pretty sure I don't need to pick it up and look at it. That Easter egg, but it's most everything's coming off of it. Oh, wait a minute. I love this. This lattice plate. Hang on. Oh, $52. It's upside down, but lattice plate. That's amazing. I'm not even going to get it out. It's $52. Probably worth it. I don't know who makes it. Whew, that's beautiful. All right, let's move on. Okay, I found something interesting. I have some competition. Just kidding. I think we're priced about the same. Actually, this person had one smiley face mug like months ago before I even came in. I remember I said, look, someone has the same idea I have. Let's see, 25% off. This is a thing. So 25% off. That's still a little bit of room for reselling, not a lot. This is kind of cool. Let me see this. Let's get this out. Hang on. $20, 25% off, so it'd be $15. They have it marked as vintage. I don't know about that. That's cool though. Oh, a bowl decanter with exact everything. You know what I mean? Okay, so and these fake apples cut. That's kind of cool. Now these are some little vintage trinkets. Okay, so I still am back here at the end in Citywide. This booth looks like we're losing somebody. This huge booth used to have a lot of industrial stuff, household items, everything $3. So I've looked before, but the prices weren't really anything I could do anything with. But hello. Now I think I've sold one of these before. Hornsey, England. Yeah, let's put this here, and if that's in good condition, I think I can get about 20, maybe even a little more for that. Royal Hager piece, $1. I mean, it's not crazy, but let me think about that. I may do a Royal Hager bundle with a bunch of inexpensive Royal Hager pieces I bought from the thrift store that aren't, you know, all decorative and everything. Maybe for $1 I might add that in there. Let's see what we have here. I see something of those right there. USA pottery with transfer. Probably gonna get these. Fred Press. I don't know if you can see that. It says Fred Press. Atomic looking. I'm gonna put these in here if those are in good shape. These are definitely, even though there's 2 of them, I'm gonna guess about 25-30 bucks. The condition's not great, but you know, the condition's not great, but still I'll price it accordingly. Okay, we better take a good look in here, huh? $2.
It sounds like Ching has us meeting up with him in the morning.
$1. Whose is this? Dang, I can't read that. $3. Broken, sorry. See if there's anything else left. $3 for those. They're kind of new though. $1. There's a few bucks left. A little meat on the bone with those. Vintage Volksgraph. $3. And if you're local and just want some things for yourself, there's some cute things here. Yeah, I think I'll get this. All of these are $3. Someone told me there's Happy Hippo home trend going on. Some of you told me. Wait a minute, is that a rhino or a hippo? I think I'll get that for $1. Oops, I didn't look at this. Cannot read that. Souvenir piece. Oh, cloisonne eggs, $2. Let me check eBay real quick on that. Okay, I don't think I've ever shown you guys this booth here at the end of Citywide. I look at it, but prices, you know, they never really have a sale. So, but now they're having a 30% off sale. So, we are going to take a peek. Lots of Viking. I really like this one. 16 and 30% off, so about like $5.50 off, something like that. Oh, that's heavy. That's kind of cool. Oops. That's kind of nice looking. Let's see, a big treasure craft. Some spice tins that I can't really tell how old they are. Oh wow, look at that. That's about 2.5 feet tall. What does it say? Vintage lamp vase, $35. So $3.339, $10.50 off. Let me look at this. Okay. I would just plug up that hole and use it as a vase. That is fabulous. That's so cool. Look at it closely. It's got a little bit of gold metallic. That's a wonderful little mid-century modern looking thing. Boy, that would have been a huge lamp, right? A vase would be better just sitting on the floor. So, about, with tax, about $25, $26. That's cool. $18. I don't think that's Murano, it's something else. Oh, hey, that other vase, I don't think it was a king's crown, but I think this is. I think this is Indiana King's Crown, yeah. Yeah. So, but that other one wasn't. But it was cool. That one that was $5. Some Frankoma stuff. Alabaster grapes. I've looked at this before, so now it would be about $6 with tax. That's cute. I just like the colors. The platinum beige, taupe. I'm not going to get it though. And a bunch more Viking. And 30% off all these prices. The only thing that tempts me is the bird. That's kind of cool. Yeah, the bird's a little tempting. But I find that stuff pretty cheap at the thrift store, so. Well, that was interesting. First time they've had a sale. I'm going to film this booth because a lot of you like to do crafts and make things, so I'm just going to film some of it for those of you that like to see what other people are coming up with, you know, for inspiration. I like this one, this beigey taupe one. That's cute. $34.99. They all seem to be about $30, $40. So again, I'm just showing you what people have made up because I know some of you like to do this. That's a cute one. Little Burberry-ish pattern. Novacek-ish like in an owl. Holly. Not glittery. There's a good colorway on that one. Oh boy, they put a lot of good stuff in that. So I'm guessing they got baskets, maybe even at the thrift store. Filled it up with other things. Looks like stuff from like Ross, Marshalls. That basket is $45. Okay. That was just for all you creative, crafty people out there. I want to tell you something else. There are a lot of empty booths here. I bet you I get a booth pretty quick. I really do. Let's look at this new booth for a minute. So again, this is a marketplace. You can have all kinds of things, but there's some interesting things going on here. Zero gravity chairs. Wow, my husband bought me a really nice, like kind of expensive, not the most expensive, but somewhat, hammock this year when I was whining about, I'm not going to get to do anything this summer. I'm going to make the backyard awesome. Bandanas. And so, you know, I got that unicorn pool. And he bought me this awesome hammock. Those are awesome. $439. The Hampton, $169. Those are super cool, right? What else has he got going on? Super bling bandanas, $25 or 3 for $65. Oh, those are nice. Those are fun. Some, what do you call it? Mandela? Kind of Middle Eastern. Is it Mandela? And then themes, Harley, and then, you know, that, you know, more rowdy subculture that, I don't know, likes to wear things to scare you for some reason. I don't know. Like that one says, F you. Why? Why? Oh well. I kind of like this one though. That's pretty. Alright, just showing you something interesting, I thought. Okay, let's see what Sam's got going on. Do you guys remember Sam? He had the Nagels. Looks like he sold one of them. And he had over there when, when I taped him and he said hi to y'all. He had that vanity set, that $80 crazy vanity set, vintage. It was so gorgeous. And he said that sold the next day. I gave it a shout out on Instagram too. So let's see what he's been up to. Oh, that's interesting. Mid-century modern. He says organic signed art, $4.99. That's kind of interesting. Let's come up close. There are birds in there. Like abstract overlaying birds and birds. That's cool. Scoopy cat. It's a black cat. Oh my gosh. That is great. Is that modern or is that vintage? Okay, it's modern. Cute though. Oh, you guys see that? One of my friends, when I was just out of high school, bought one of those orange Trans Ams. It was a T-Bird. I had a Camaro. He bought that. And it was so funny because he got this real pretty girlfriend, and all of a sudden he's driving her older car and she's driving that. We used to give him a little bit of heck about that. We're like, really? You ain't even paid for it yet. Oh well, we're all young, we're all friends. Let's see, $24.99 for that. Oh, wow. Now, McCoy Pottery Sad Clown. Whew. That's, I'm not big on clowns anyways, but you know who would freak out over that one, right? Missy would not like that one at all, even though it is a vintage McCoy. What are these? ANRI Italy. Carved wooden plaques. I can't read what that says, but they are signed. That's something new to me. Let's see. Briar horses. I think resale value on those is taking a huge dive. Still loving that eagle. $30. Still loving that. Look at that bridge lamp. I need that divider. That is huge. I need that. I'm going to have my husband make me one. I just like Sam's booth because, he's a thrifter like me. I think he does closeouts, cleanouts, and he just has a lot, like a huge variety. And I've bought some things out of here. Some of his prices are excellent. I mean, for personal use. Let me check out this tiki. Some tiki stuff. Wow, you'd be shocked at some of the money. Oh, there's Briar horses as a lamp. Huh. Lots of mirrored bar signs. This cart will not navigate easily. Sorry. Oh, look, he got showcases. Oh, I know who, that was in another booth. He bought all those showcases, didn't he? Awesome. Wow. Sam and I think his girlfriend helps him. They're planning on staying, aren't they? Of course, showcases like this, hello. You could always sell them again. Wow, very nice. Super nice. More bar signs. Zima, wasn't that all the rage in the 90s? That clear malt beverage beer. Vintagey clock, $39.99. There's no, United. We're just looking, you guys. If I see something, I'll pull up on it, okay? It's just such a good hodgepodge of so many different things. Yeah, he only has one Nagel left, so nice. More bar stuff. This isn't my thing, but I know there's money to be made in that kind of stuff. I mean, I know that. It's just not something I want to put on my learning curve just yet. I've got other things. Radio, vintage Nighthead radio. Yeah, that's what that says. Interesting. That's interesting. Very interesting. A wood gnome. What is this? Isn't that like McCoy or Shawnee or something? Oh, it says it's a TV lamp. Huh. Yeah, it could be supposed to be a TV lamp. But you could just use it for a planter. Oh, this looks like it's broken. Darn it. That's funny. And he does have a panther, but it's... I'm pretty sure this is one of the China ones, and I don't want one of those, but that's cool. Lots of cameras. That's it. I don't know if you guys saw anything. I hope you saw something you liked too. Bye-bye. We're going to move on. I lied. Wait. He still has my McCoy cookie jar. $60, and that's, you know, that's a decent enough price. But I'm going to have to find one in the wild. I want one of those for my collection. There's a nice vintage beaded purse too, $129. Yeah, that's probably about right, huh? Decoys, that's another area that there's money to be made if you know what's what. Okay, for real. See you guys at another booth when I find something cool. Before I head on down the next aisle, I want to show this again for those that maybe are new and didn't see it a few months ago. This is about 4.5 feet tall. Each one is decorated. Each one of these fish is decorated with crystals and things. It's $500, 30% off. Super cool. If they ever come up with a smaller version, I might be tempted. I just love that. Let me linger on it for just a minute. Some of you, if you're new, you didn't see that awesome piece. Again, it's like 4.5 feet tall. Okay, so now we move on. Wow, let's talk about this for a minute. This is one of the booths I like to go into. This is where I bought my first John Perry piece. The one I passed on, and I couldn't stand it, and I got up early in the morning and rushed to get it, and that started off the law of attraction, and now I've got 3 huge pieces. I've got some in my showcases. I sold one, as a matter of fact, you guys. I sold one. But look, $400 for entire inventory, and there are a lot of empty booths. That's making me a little nervous. And this is holiday time. Well, okay, you have to give a notice. Okay, that would make sense. Dang, like maybe should I get a booth or should I just stick to my showcases? Whew, I better really think about this. Because I bet you they're going to be calling me any day now to see if I want a booth. Well, it's only $20 more, right? Dang. I'm doing okay. I mean, I'm not making money yet. It's only my 2nd month. All right, let's see how much this turtle is. $10. Should get that. I mean, as a gift, that's a good enough price for a cute gift. Well, wish I knew reasons why people were leaving. Because to me, this mall seems busy. Every time I come, it seems busy. Authentic Harley coat with fringe. Okay, now this is a different booth. We're across the hall now. Hello, I'm back. I found something kind of new to me anyways. Maybe you guys might find it interesting. This set, it's really nice, isn't it? Nippon, hand-painted Nippon stuff. Interesting pieces, huh? But look at this one. What would you call that, you guys? That's kind of awesome, isn't it? Interesting. Definitely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But they're priced individually. That's cool though. I'm almost done. I'm just tinkering some more because the line is really... Hang on, I'll show you. The line goes way back. It's been that way since ever since I came in too, so. Alright, so I'm just gonna mosey a little bit until it thins out. So, I am going to get that. I am going to get this. That's worth money, and it's only $1. And, you know, that $3 and under booth, and these Fred Press glasses. And pick up my paycheck. Let's take one more swing by my showcases, though, and see if we sold anything this last hour while I was wandering around. Okay?